starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. Fielded in the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Panthers defense gearing up as they take the field. And we watch now how effective they've been, how disruptive they've been in the backfield.
What's been so difficult for the offense is that you know that they spent all week rehearsing these things, working on blitz pickups, protections, knowing where the pressure is likely to come from. They've read the scouting reports. They've watched the tape. But sometimes under pressure, that coordination breaks down, and I think that's what we're seeing here.
They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Hunt. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down.
Third down and 9 yards to go.
Looking to throw it. Minshew gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Minshew sets to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Gardner Minshew.
You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
The 17-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Carolina.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
In the early days days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in the stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes. And while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And out come the Chiefs now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run again with Hunt. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there, 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game. Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And that will be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
44-yard line. A gain of 5. First down, Carolina.
56, right there, 56. 56 is the mic. Watch the screen. Pass. Kill. Turn up.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And he's got some space here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. We're back now in KC. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Carolina.
From 10 yards out, and the Panthers add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. And this showing really not a good one on either side of the ball, but still 3 more preseason games to follow and a lot to play for here for the guys on the field now as they're hoping to secure that roster spot. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Minshew. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Minshew, and he completes it to Hunt. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
It'll be Minshew again. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
There's certainly a lot of quality receivers on this team, so he's no lock to make this squad. But the way he's got to do it, make every routine catch that comes his way, and mix in some of the big-time ones like the one we just saw there.
False start, offense.
So pin that one on the rookie right tackle.
Remember those days when the right side was simply the run-blocking side? Now you're dealing with some of the better pass rushers in the league. It'll make you a little jittery.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And down inside the 15 he goes.
4 yards.
First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't really...
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
3rd down and long.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain. Still a ways to go, though. On 4th down, Minshew. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Panthers will get the football back. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Offense.
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's a gain of 15. Brings up 4th down.
56, the mark was 56. Check 56. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now they try the right side here. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Right back to him on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Number 33.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this 4th quarter. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That third down conversion good for 23. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Watkins alone on the left side. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop it there. Everyone's got move.
And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Complete.
They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Kansas City.